Sophistication in a glass, Sophie's Punch is the perfect beverage for any occasion. You can choose from one of our 9 sophisticated flavors for our teas and our lemonades and our Arnold Palmers. They are available for purchase online at sophiespunch.com, and you can always stay connected to us on all social media platforms at Sophie's Punch. It's not just a drink, it's a mood.
Our customers mean absolutely everything to us. We've been on the other side of the coin to where we have no customers. Remember, we had a restaurant during the pandemic. We were basically begging for people to come in and try our food. We'd even give them food for free in hopes that they would one day come back and actually buy food. So the fact that we have customers that are willing to drive an hour, 2 hours, even 3 hours away to come and eat here, we value every single one of those customers because we know what it's like being on the other side. My name is Humberto Martinez, and I am the founder of Space City Birria, Tacos, and More. We're located at 415 Milam Street, Houston, Texas, 77002.
What it means to me to be a lifesaver is going above and beyond.
That we are a patient-centered facility. We are family-oriented and we believe in taking care of our community and neighborhood.
My personal favorite is being able to help.
Our staff does take into consideration, hey, this is like my mom, this is like my grandma, you know, and so the biggest factor is knowing that we don't just, hey, you know what, rush them in and out. No, we genuinely take our time to go ahead and make sure that each patient is taken care of properly.
Lifesavers is different from other providers. When you walk in through the doors, we are like family.
We're a small organization, and that gives us this family feel of, I have people that I can rely on, just like I'd call my brother and say, hey, I need help, and everyone jumps on board, and we're there for each other.
Lifesavers Emergency Room is your #1 ER for medical care. Your emergency or concern is our priority.
At Lonestar Sausage and BBQ, we specialize in homemade sausage and slow-smoked meats. Come taste the tradition. We can't wait to serve you.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all On Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
Oh, say, can you see?
Of North American University for his address to the North American University family, friends, and guests, Dr. Tipoff.
I would like to congratulate all the parents, families, and family members here. So could you please rise, all the family members?
Welcome to House of Energy, where fitness is more than just a journey, it's a community. Here you'll find strength in numbers with hip-hop cycling, extreme step, and our strength and conditioning HIIT class, FitX. Class is designed for all fitness levels. Together we push limits, reach goals, and celebrate victories because no one has to do it alone.
Sophistication in a glass. Sophie's Punch is the perfect beverage for any occasion. You can choose from one of our 9 sophisticated flavors for our teas and our lemonades and our Arnold Palmers. They are available for purchase online at sophiesppunch.com, and you can always stay connected to us on all social media platforms at Sophie's Punch. It's not just a drink, it's a mood.
Our customers mean absolutely everything to us. We've been on the other side of the coin to where we have no customers. Remember, we had restaurants during the pandemic. We were basically begging for people to come in and try our food. We'd even give them food for free in hopes that they would one day come back and actually buy food. So the fact that we have customers that are willing to drive an hour, 2 hours, even 3 hours away to come and eat here, we value every single one of those customers because we know what it's like being on the other side. My name is Humberto Martinez, and I am the founder of Space City Birria, Tacos, and More. We're located at 415 Milo Street, Houston, Texas, 77002.
What it means to me to be a lifesaver is going above and beyond.
That we are a patient-centered facility. We are family-oriented and we believe in taking care of our community and neighborhood.
My personal favorite is being able to help.
Our staff does take into consideration, hey, this is like my mom, this is like my grandma, you know, and so the biggest factor is knowing that we don't just, hey, you know what, rush them in and out. No, we genuinely take our time to go ahead and make sure that each patient is taken care of properly.
Lifesavers is different from other providers. When you walk in through the doors, we are like family.
We're a small organization, and that gives us this family feel of, I have people that I can rely on, just like I'd call my brother and say, hey, I need help, and everyone jumps on board, and we're there for each other.
Lifesavers Emergency Room is your #1 ER for medical care. Your emergency or concern is our priority.
At Lonestar Sausage and BBQ, we specialize in homemade sausage and slow-smoked meats. Come taste the tradition. We can't wait to serve you.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all On Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
Oh, say, can you see?
President of North American University, for his address to the North American University family, friends, and guests, Dr. Tipoff.
I would like to congratulate all the parents, families, and family members here. So could you please rise, all the family members?
Welcome to House of Energy, where fitness is more than just a journey. It's a community. Here you'll find strength in numbers with hip-hop cycling, extreme step, and our strength and conditioning HIIT class FitX. Class is designed for all fitness levels. Together we push limits, reach goals, and celebrate victories because no one has to do it alone.
Sophistication in a glass. Sophie's Punch is the perfect beverage for any occasion. You can choose from one of our 9 sophisticated flavors for our teas and our lemonades and our Arnold Palmers. They are available for purchase online at sophiespunch.com, and you can always stay connected to us on all social media platforms at Sophie's Punch. It's not just a drink, it's a mood.
Our customers mean absolutely everything to us. We've been on the other side of the coin to where we have no customers. Remember, we had restaurants during the pandemic. We were basically begging for people to come in and try our food. We'd even give them food for free in hopes that they would one day come back and actually buy food. So the fact that we have customers that are willing to drive an hour, 2 hours, even 3 hours away to come and eat here, we value every single one of those customers because we know what it's like being on the other side. My name is Humberto Martinez, and I am the founder of Space City Birria, Tacos, and More. We're located at 415 Milo Street, Houston, Texas, 77002.
What it means to me to be a lifesaver is going above and beyond.
That we are a patient-centered facility. We are family-oriented and we believe in taking care of our community and neighborhood.
My personal favorite is being able to help.
Our staff does take into consideration, hey, this is like my mom, this is like my grandma, you know, and so the biggest factor is knowing that we don't just, hey, you know what, rush them in and out. No, we genuinely take our time to go ahead and make sure that each patient is taken care of properly.
Lifesavers is different from other providers. When you walk in through the doors, we are like family.
We're a small organization, and that gives us this family feel of, I have people that I can rely on, just like I'd call my brother and say, hey, I need help, and everyone jumps on board, and we're there for each other.
Lifesavers Emergency Room is your #1 ER for medical care. Your emergency or concern is our priority.
At Lonestar Sausage and BBQ, we specialize in homemade sausage and slow-smoked meats. Come taste the tradition. We can't wait to serve you.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all On Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
Hodges in particular. Johnson posting a double-double in that one. Hodges not too, just three rebounds short of that. They fell to the Southwest Mustangs 69-60, ultimately bringing them to an 8-9 total record, 6-7 in the conference. And now their male counterparts are getting started here against the Southwest Raiders, who are coming into this game, Mustangs, Battle of the Equestrians today, Stallions versus Mustangs. As Mustangs coming into this one 9-6, 6-6 in conference play, just a couple spots behind the Stallions. As we are with the starting lineups, getting ready out here, you saw number 11 there coming out for the Mustangs, that being Jacob Kuntz. Number 20, Kevin Boone. Number 23, Jalen McAfee-Marion. Number 2, James Evans. Number 3, Anthony Scott. Raiders coming into this one, Mustangs coming into this one off 2 wins in the new year. First against Our Lady of the Lake University, and most recently against Texas A&M University at San Antonio. Now for your Stallions, Jamarick Hammond coming out as a starter. Jaden Jackson, your other, running the 1 spot. Oakley Lewis, number 5. Number 45, Anthony Ingwu. And number 30, holding it down in the paint, number 30, Damian Thomas. Stallions most recently coming off of what ended up being a blowout victory in the second half when they took off just this past Thursday. That game coming against Paul Quinn. And the Stallions seeing one of their better offensive performances and defensive performances as they fed off of fast breaks, turnovers, and really got things going in the second half. Electric, the run that they went on to pull away late in that one, bringing them to a 7-11 record. Here we go with the tip-off. Stallions winning that one. Damian Thomas showing off that size matchup early. He's got the advantage coming into this one. We'll see if the Stallions use that size to their advantage. Mustangs, a high volume offense, top 5 in several metrics, being a very fast-paced offense, averaging 88 points a game. Now the other end of that, because of their fast pace, giving up 82 points a game to their opponents. First three coming from number 20, Kevin Boone, knocks it down, looking smooth, right in rhythm, no problem for him, as the Mustangs will take a 3-0 lead. As I mentioned, Mustangs, a very efficient offense, shooting 50% this season in conference, bringing them to 3rd in the conference. Oakley Lewis trying to take it up, loses it, and is ultimately fouled. They're calling that one on Kevin Boone. Stallions certainly have their work cut out for them today. First one for Lewis off the left of the rim, as they'll need to channel that energy both physically, metaphorically, and literally that they had Thursday against Paul Quinn. Second one for Lewis goes down. Stallions end up on the board now. But they need to play with that same intensity against the team that is looking to run in these Mustangs. That's Scott getting it over to Boone. McAfee Marion driving baseline and draws the foul on Jamar Hammond. So he'll head to the line for 2. First one is down for McAfee Marion. And coming with that fast pace, as mentioned before, for the Mustangs, second free throw good. 5-1 with 18:38 to go. Comes our 4th place conference, 14.8 turnovers a game for the Mustangs, as Thomas goes in there and lays it in softly despite the contact. So the Stallions have a chance. This fast play can trend towards mistakes being made. So again, channeling that defensive intensity from Thursday, they have a chance. Scott coming off of a screen, no good. Thomas rebounds it and looks to find Jackson, who starts to push it up the floor. Jackson going up against James Evans. Oakley Lewis starting to find his work in the post as Thomas is working around at the top near the logo. Thomas trying to go to work and being defended well by Jacob Kuntz, ultimately throwing it out. Scott telling his team, my bad, couldn't get a hold of that one. You'd like to see Damian Thomas with that size advantage go down low, get position so he could work without spending so much energy. Ingwu going to work against Kevin Boone, and they'll call an offensive foul. That's the right energy, right idea to go down low. He's a powerful player down there. This time working against him. Kuntz hands it off over to McAfee Marion. He's looking to drive. Gets it back to Kuntz at the elbow. Floater short. And Hammond with the rebound. He's looking up. He's picked up by McAfee Marion. Looking for the call from Coach Doze as Thomas gets a high screen. He's looking around. Lewis on the wing, driving baseline. He's met. Good double there from Kevin Boone. Hammond takes it in. Goes up but loses it. Scott's coming the other way. He gets it up. Hand on it. Jackson Coming back the other way, but Ingwu throws it away to Scott. They've got numbers. Gets it over to Evans. He loses it again. Kuntz saves it. And Hammond comes up with it, but steps out of bounds, and just a sequence of loose ball play. No one able to quite secure it. Ultimately, the Mustangs getting possession, having another chance. Scott dribbling and has Ingwu on him. Evans has it, guarded by Thomas. Gets the screen from Boone. Coming off that, throws one up off the back of the rim. Jackson will have the rebound. Moves it up to Thomas quickly. Thomas dribbles it off his foot. So the Mustangs will come the other way. Still a 5-3 game here as we approach the 16 minutes mark. Scott gets it over to Kuntz, who finds Evans. Scott has it again, that time short on the three-pointer. And so Hammond's now looking to direct traffic. He's got McAfee Marion on him. Screen from Jackson, and he'll take the switch. No, McAfee Marion stays there. He's going to take his chances. Hammond on a three-pointer, no good. Ingwu with a rebound. Jackson will try his luck. Off the glass, no good. Going the other way, good pass there. Another good pass from Scott, and they'll call a blocking foul on Jaden Jackson. Took a hard knee from Jacob Kuntz. Kuntz having a solid season at just under 15 points a game, about 6 rebounds, shooting 56%. You can go down this roster and see the efficiency of guys thus far this season, as Anthony Scott and Jalen McAfee Marion are looking like they're about to come out, being replaced by Joshua Sasser and Norman Beckford. And Scott stayed in the game. Instead, it was Boone coming out. Beckford bringing in a little bit more of that length and height for the Mustangs. Shots up, and that's both of them down for Jacob Kuntz. 7-3, under 15 and a half left in this half. As Jackson is looking for somebody. Wynn has also come in the game for the Stallions. Dropped off to Damian Thomas, but smokes the layup. And it's Sasser coming the other way. Open lane for him. Scott has a chance. Sasser wide open. That one rolls in and out. Fighting for the loose ball, and the Mustangs will retain possession. Shot clock resets to 20. Sasser had an open lane there. Moves it to Scott and relocates. Had a pretty good look. Unable to get it. Sean Fries also stepped into this game. He and Eric Wynn, 30 points off the bench just between the two of them. Wynn had 6 steals in that one, 9 assists. Just an incredible performance all in all for him, leading his team to victory. Fries shot well from the three-point line in that last game. And that's one of those lob passes that Fry loves to feast on. He thought about it, but stayed in position. Sasser looking, finding Beckford. Beckford tosses one up. And looking at his face, not sure that one was intentional, but 3-10. Mustangs leading this one. Thomas working from the arc, long two. And that'll cut it down to a 5-point lead for the Mustangs. Not the most efficient shot, but if you can hit it, Beckford off the good pick and roll. Great roll. Honestly, a really nice bounce pass from Sasser, but Oakley Lewis on the help side forces a jump. Mustangs had possession, so the possession arrow. So they'll keep the ball. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Arrow will flip over in favor of the Stallions. Scott inbounding. Tries to get it to Beckford, but the active hands of Oakley Lewis takes it away. Now he's working against Evans. Takes it up to the rim. Couldn't get it to fall. Beckford with the rebound. Scott quickly moving down. Uses his size. Leans into Eric Wynn, who will have that foul call on him. So Scott will head to the free throw line, as it's looking like Jacob Kuntz, possibly. We'll see. Javen Brown at the scorer's table initially, but heading back to the bench for the time being. First one for Scott is good. And it's 11-5 as Caleb Malik steps in for Oakley Lewis. 14:04 left in the first half of this Saturday showdown. Second free throw for Scott is also good. 12-5. Mustangs have a lead. Jumped out early here. Javen Brown is in the game, giving Scott a breather. A lot of energy sounding like it's coming from that Mustang bench. Wynn has a look. Tries to force it into Thomas. A lot of heat on that pass. Thomas couldn't corral it. So that's another turnover by the Stallions. And bringing it up is Brown. Sasser off the ball. Picked up by Thomas from the screens. Picks up his dribble. Gets it back over to Kuntz. And now it ends up back with Brown. Looking for something. Wynn almost gets a takeaway there. Wynn sticking with him. Sasser open, deep two, nothing but net. Beautiful shot as he's looking to get into rhythm. Joshua Sasser. 14-5, getting close to 13 minutes left. Jackson's got to find somebody, thrown out of bounds. But the refs are saying it'll still be Stallion ball. I don't know if they saw a hand on that. It looked like Jackson had just thrown it away under all that pressure. Jackson will come out as Hammond steps back into the game. Kuntz stepping out. Caleb Wilson from Wichita, Kansas in his place. Beckford guarding Thomas at the top. Thomas taking it in. Fouled as Sasser came with the help. Ultimately, the foul being given to Beckford. So Thomas going to the free throw line. And the first free throw goes down for Damian Thomas. Cutting the lead to 8. And gets the next one, that's 7. About half of the Stallions' offense coming from the free throw line up to this point. Sean Fry up there with Brown. Sasser looking like he's got room, and there's an off-ball foul. Hammond hitting the face. Away from the ball. And so it's a turnover for the Mustangs. Sean Fry bringing this one up, getting screen from Thomas. Fakes it. He's explosive. Going straight up. Beckford with the help. Fry didn't see him coming. This time Wynn ultimately gets a steal after it was poked away. Wynn up against Sasser. He's got energy and force. Eric Wynn with a strong take to the basket. Wouldn't be denied despite being surrounded by 3 red jerseys. So he'll go to complete the OG three-point play and does. Breaking the Stallions into double digits. Now just a 4-point lead for the Mustangs as we've gone under 12 and a half minutes remaining. Sean Fry trying to play in his face defense against Brown. but got his hands on the hips and was called for a foul. So we'll start again. Brown getting around a screen, looking for somebody, takes a step, floater, short, Wynn coming down with it. Moves it up to Hammond quickly. Hammond gets by Sasser, going to the rim all the way, and finishes inside. And just like that, the Stallions have come alive and gotten the momentum to start swinging their way, as Hammond has a chance to cut the lead down to just one here at the free throw line. Anthony Scott checks back in. Brown heads back to the bench. Free throw goes down for Hammond. Now a 14-13 game as we get close to just 12 minutes left to go in the first half. And this is where the Stallions can be dangerous, moving out in transition really quickly, and if they can finish at the rim or at least get to the free throw line, they can cut things down quickly or increase a lead just as quickly. Evans driving, met by Malik. They'll call a foul on him. Ref seemingly setting a tone early in this one. 5 fouls called on each of these teams before we're even 10 minutes in. Honestly, not even 9 minutes in. First free throw down for Evans. Each of these teams just a couple fouls away from being in the bonus for the rest of the half. Second foul, free throw goes. 16-13 as Evans now will step out. Coming in for him is Raheem Pedersen. Pedersen also having a strong season, 14 points a game, 6.3 rebounds, a steal and a half, shooting on almost 60% inside from the field, 30% from three-point line. So he's one you have to look out for coming off the bench. An aggressive scorer, but also a very efficient one. And again, you see that down the roster from this team. A lot of guys contributing to that 88 points a game. 11:30 to go. Scott takes the screen. Patterson gets it over to Wilson, swings it. Sasser met by Fry. Beckford. Back over. Patterson looking to get inside, hop step, swings from Sasser over to Scott in the corner. Floater up off the baseline, just short, but rebounded by Wilson. He's losing it, still got it, tosses it up, no good. Fry coming down with it. Great ball movement, but ultimately not getting one to go. Transition three from Hammond, and oh boy, silky smooth, no problem, and that ties it up. 16 all, under 11 minutes to go. Mustangs, a lot of ball movement, not too much watching from anybody. As Beckford's working on Hammond, strong, puts the shoulder down, but they called a travel first. And so Hammond being at the center of two plays in that short succession. Beckford coming out, and in his stead will be Jacob Kuntz. Fry looking to drive. Loses it for a second. Gets a crossover. Quickly. Oh, goes up to the rim. And wasn't a jump ball. They said it came off of Sasser last. Thought it was a jump because there wasn't a foul. Fry couldn't get the ball out of his hands. Malik inbounding, guarded by Wilson. Fry working against Sasser. Throws the pass a little early off the elbow of Pedersen. Couldn't get the ball up quick enough, but Kuhn straight to the rim. Gets his own rebound and puts it in. 18-16. Excellent work there. Great ball movement and great effort. 10 minutes to go. Thomas with the size advantage over Scott, but picks up his dribble and gives it away. Hammond over to Wynn, and Hezzy on the baseline, poked away. Pedersen, Scott moving with speed, goes up and fouled by Fry. smallest guy on the floor covering ground the fastest. That burst from Anthony Scott is terrifying in the fast break. Unable for any kind of defense to be set, leaving not much choice for Fry if he's going to challenge that one. First free throw's good. 19-16, Oakley Lewis stepping in for Damian Thomas. So the Stallions running a smaller lineup. Maybe he can get out in transition and run a little bit more. Even though Damian Thomas is no stranger to running in transition and even being that point center at times. 20-16 now. Coming up on 9.5 minutes. Malik trying to get some space as Oakley Lewis is now open. He's driving baseline, starting to work the post against Pedersen. Good step around is Lewis getting that one to go. Now just a 2-point lead for the Mustangs. Scott working against Wynn. Wilson swings it to Sasser. Trying to get it into Kuntz, but thought better of it. Swings it over to Scott, who jabs and goes. Wilson thought about a three. Gets it over. Swing one more. Sasser's got it in the corner. No good. In and out. Fry to Hammond, and now Hammond gets it into the corner where Wynn sends it back up. Lewis working against Sasser. Wynn decides to take this three. Ooh, rolls in and out. Pedersen on the rebound. Now Scott coming the other way. Boom, setting up again in the post. He's going against Fry. Finds Sasser. Wing this time, no good. Going back up is Wilson. Ball knocked out of his hand. And they're calling a carry on Caleb Malik before the ball got away. McAfee Marion coming back into the game. Sasser heading back towards the bench. Scott inbounds it and gets it out to Pedersen. McAfee Marion sets it up to Scott, and miscommunication there as he swung it to Pedersen, or where Pedersen was. So the Stallions will take it back the other way. Chance to tie or take the lead. 8 minutes, 10 seconds to go left. Jackson trying to find some room to work. Wynn in the corner. That one's short. Tap back out by Lewis. Pump fake from Wynn. This time driving. Throws it off the glass, no good. Scott finds it. Dribbling through. Stallions falling. No call this time. Jackson going the other way. Bounce past Oakley. Lewis struggles to handle it, but still does. Three-pointer. It looked like a three-pointer. Foot looked to be on that line, so the refs will talk about it. What isn't in discussion is that bucket. Good movement, heads-up play there from Lewis, who couldn't catch that one cleanly from Jackson. Finding Malik, who might think to be a little more mindful of his footwork next time, as it is ultimately ruled a two-point basket. Scott shifty. McAfee Marion, this three is good. 23-20. Jackson finding Lewis, guarded tightly by Wilson. Hammond's looking at his options. Jackson jab, goes the other way. Turnaround jumper, fade, rolls in and out over Scott. Kuntz getting down the floor quickly, hand up in position, but doesn't get it this time. McAfee Marion working against Jackson there. Evans swings it in the corner. That's Wilson. That one's long. Hammond gets to it behind his back to keep possession. He takes a Euro, tosses it up high off the glass. No good, but he'll go to the line for 2. That's foul called on Caleb Wilson. 6:26 to go. Now the 6th foul for the Mustangs. The free throw line and transition buckets are where the Stallions are finding most of their success in this half. Keeping them in it thus far. If they're going to have a chance to win today, they're going to have to find more success in their half-court sets. But defense is keeping them in the game right now and just moving quickly in transition. One team this team does excellently is getting their head up and making the outlet pass to guys who are running. That first free throw is long for him, and so it's still 23-20 as Eric Wynn steps out. Damian Thomas back in the game. Hammond's second free throw is good. 23-21, 6:25 and counting. Wilson high up the key. McAfee Marion goes over the head of Hammond for that one. They're calling it on the floor. And Sean Fry steps in the game. Over there, Hammond working with one of the assistant coaches about his positioning in that particular situation. As Wilson steps out and back on the floor is Boone for the first time since earlier in this half. Scott tosses it out and ooh, Fry looking as if he was baiting him. Almost attempted that one from Evans. Scott going right by Thomas. And underneath Oakley Lewis. Good finish. 25-21. 6 minutes to go. Oakley Lewis has it now. He'll take a three. Rolls right in and out. So Scott's coming the other way. That first step from him. Blindingly fast. McAfee Marion swings it. Kuntz gets it over to Evans. He's trying to get through, but Fry, in his effort to get back to his defender. Oh, no! Makes a poster out of Jalen McAfee Marion. Ball tipped, swung away, kicked out this time by Jaden Jackson. And that'll give us a second to think about what we just saw. The ref telling the bench for the Stallions to sit down. But they're still chirping because that was just a bold and ambitious dunk. McAfee Marion looking to get 3 back and does. Nothing to help shrug off that last play. Like a corner 3, 28-23. 5 minutes in 5 seconds. Lewis thought about it, decides to drive to the rim, gets caught up. Kuntz's hands in the air, wondering what he could have done instead. Said he went straight up and that Lewis was falling over him. Scott still trying to talk to the ref about it. Won't change the fact that Oakley Lewis has got 2 free throws coming. First one's good. 28-24. And what hasn't felt like a slow game, but has taken the Mustangs off their pace of 88 so far. So that's one of the things the Stallions have done well up to this point, is slow the Mustangs offense down a bit. 28-25. 4:47 to go. Kuntz over to Evans, doesn't hesitate. Lets it go, no good. Scott gets an easy rebound. He floats one up, no good. And oh man, Kevin Boone, one hand on a Stallion's back and the other hand tipping that one back in. Kuntz almost jumped that one from Thomas. He feeds it over to Lewis. Doubled, gets back out. Fry at the top of the key. Thought about it, no good. He's gonna just call for a screen. Doesn't take it. Crosses over. Great defense from Marion. Malik has it. Gets a fake on Evans. Has to throw one up. Short off the rim. Jackson gets it. One dribble. Puts it up. Good. 30-27. Under 4 to go. Win. Waiting to get checked in, and now that we've got a dead ball, that's about to happen. Foul called on Jackson, trying to stand his ground. Discussing it with the ref, but due to being in the bonus, Mustangs will head to the line. Malik will take a breather. Understandable decision here from Coach Doze, as Wynn is the kind of player that can turn things in your favor really quickly in a short amount of time, and that's what you got left with 3:49 in this half. First free throw good for Scott. Second free throw also good. Lead back up to 5 for the Mustangs. Sean Fry, Eric Wynn. Dangerous off the bench combo for the Stallions. Time and time again, you see these guys start defensively, but it translates to offense. Oakley Lewis thinking about it against Marion. Decides to get it back to Fry. He's working on Sasser. That quick first step. Step back three. No good. Off ball foul on Jackson. He's got 2 in just the last 40 seconds. Going the other way. As it looks like Caleb Barajas is about to come in, likely for Jaden Jackson after those 2 fouls in quick succession. And we've been flying. No timeouts. All the way up 16 and a half minutes in. First free throw good for Scott. Lead is now 6. This game has just been a slugfest. Second free throw also good, 34-27, 3:25 to go. Coach is letting their guys play. Can't say the same for the refs, 7 fouls apiece. But no timeouts. This coach is letting their guys figure it out. Damian Thomas off ball screen, gets a 3 to go. Leads back down to 4. As we get close to 3 minutes left in the game. Barajas giving pressure to Scott. Gets by anyway. Marion fakes a pass. Thought about keeping it, but Fry tips it away. So he'll inbound now. Scott off the inbound. Throws a shoulder through Barajas, and I suppose that's a smart tactic because you're in the bonus, so any foul now gets you to the line, and he's been 100% feeding here at the free throw line, as that one's no good. First one to miss. Didn't mean to jinx him. Fry sees an opening, takes it right to the rim. That's one thing, when he's got the ball, you've got to get in his way. Do not give him a clear path to the rim. If he has eyes on it, he will take it. Kuntz working over. Marion working to get inside. Ball stripped. Oakley Lewis fouled as Marion tried to get it away from him quickly. So Oakley Lewis heads to the line, chance to tie it. And we've seen Sean Fry just get to the rim in transition. I mean, explosive as they get. Any sliver of space and he's going to take it. He trusts that first step of his. Oakley Lewis' first free throw goes down, so he'll get another one. .225 left in the half. Free throws good, tie ball game. Barajas walking up with Scott. Kuntz picks up his dribble. Evans gets it to Scott. Kuntz relocates, but Fry cuts off that passing lane. Now it's Scott trying to find somebody. Evans gets it. Getting by Damian Thomas, and cleaning up the mess was Jacob Kuntz. 36-34. Under 2 to go. Oakley Lewis working on McAfee Marion. Trying to back his way in there. And a good float upward, but doesn't get it to fall, but instead gets a trip to the free throw line. Oakley Lewis showing a bit more aggression than we normally see from him in this earlier portion of the game. You like to see it. He's a dependable guy on both ends. First free throw good. Though they've credited him with 2 points on the board. Should be 36-35. They're working to change that now, I imagine. Mustangs able to extend leads here and there, go on some runs, but Stallions clawing their way back in, not letting the deficit get too great, keeping themselves in it. Scoreboard still hasn't been changed, so perhaps something I missed previously, but now the Stallions have their first lead of the game, 37-36. And I didn't hear a timeout called, but we'll go ahead and take one as the officials figure things out. This is college basketball tip-off only on Clutch.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all on Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
Oh, say.
Welcome on back to Stafford Municipal, as that was an official's timeout as they got the scoreboard adjusted. Now it is correctly showing a tie score with 1:35 to go. And this one, neck and neck, these teams have been, just like you might imagine, a race between two high-performing offenses and horses. Block there from Thomas, not allowing Scott to get away from that one. Wynn going straight up, but blocked by Patterson. Patterson throws it up and out of bounds. Unclear as to whether he was looking for Scott or Kuntz. And worked with the difference right in the middle. One of those unforced errors, trying to move out quickly as we wait for the shot clock to get reset to 30. But now the Stallions have the chance to take their first lead of this game so far, nearly 19 minutes in. Both teams in the bonus. And any foul here will lead to at least one free throw. Oakley Lewis off the screen. Wynn finds it short on three. Scott quickly moving. Oh my goodness. Pedersen to the rim. Not sure who they're going to call it on yet. Looked like Wynn got a poke away, so it could be on him. No, they're calling it on Sean Fry. Looked like a straight up vertical defense, but my opinion doesn't matter. Only what the Zebras think. First one goes for Pedersen. Lead taken back. Second free throw, short and off. So just a 1 point lead. Stallions again have a chance to take the lead. Great job getting over that screen by Evans, not giving Lewis any space. Fry trying to go to work, looking for somebody now, picking up a dribble. Thomas thought about it, pumps again. Win, no good. Baseline, drove baseline, had nowhere to go, tried to throw it off, but intercepted there by the Mustangs. Quick thinking, good pass from Pedersen down low. Kuntz blocked by Thomas. Lewis now looking to slow it down. 12 seconds to go. Fry taking his time across half court, and I guess when you know you've got the speed, you do that. Three from Thomas rattles in as the buzzer ultimately sounds, giving the Stallions a lead just before the half, 39-37. Just an absolute fight from these two teams. An amazing first half, and almost unpredictably, the Stallions coming up with that lead. Incredible play from both sides, both offensively and defensively. Both teams very aggressive, driving for the paint. We've seen a number of threes, but much of this game has been attacking the lane and getting to the rim. We'll go ahead and take a break here for halftime. We'll be back a little bit later with Coach Davis for the women's team and do an interview with him, as well as getting back for the first half recap and preparing for the second. College basketball tip-off only on Clutch.
Sophistication in a glass. Sophie's Punch is the perfect beverage for any occasion. You can choose from one of our 9 sophisticated flavors for our teas and our lemonades and our Arnold Palmers. They are available for purchase online at sophyspunch.com, and you can always stay connected to us on all social media platforms at Sophie's Punch. It's not just a drink, it's a mood.
Our customers mean absolutely everything to us. We've been on the other side of the coin to where we have no customers. Remember, we had a restaurant during the pandemic. We were basically begging for people to come in and try our food. We'd even give them food for free in hopes that they would one day come back and actually buy food. So the fact that we have customers that are willing to drive an hour, 2 hours, even 3 hours away to come and eat here, we value every single one of those customers because we know what it's like being on the other side. My name is Humberto Martinez, and I am the founder of Space City Birria, Tacos, and More. We're located at 415 Milo Street, Houston, Texas, 77002.
What it means to me to be a lifesaver is going above and beyond.
That we are a patient-centered facility. We are family-oriented, and we believe in taking care of our community and neighborhood.
My personal favorite is being able to help.
Our staff does take into consideration, hey, this is like my mom, this is like my grandma, you know, and so the biggest factor is knowing that we don't just, hey, you know what, rush them in and out. No, we genuinely take our time to go ahead and make sure that each patient is taken care of properly.
Lifesavers is different from other providers. When you walk in through the doors, we are like family.
We're a small organization, and that gives us this family feel of, I have people that I can rely on, just like I'd call my brother and say, hey, I need help, and everyone jumps on board, and we're there for each other.
Lifesavers Emergency Room is your #1 ER for medical care. Your emergency or concern is our priority.
At Lonestar Sausage and BBQ, we specialize in homemade sausage and slow-smoked meats. Come taste the tradition. We can't wait to serve you.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all On Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
Oh, say, can you see?
President of North American University, for his address to the North American University family, friends, and guests, Dr. Tipoff.
I would like to congratulate all the parents, families, and family members here. So could you please rise, all the family members?
Welcome to House of Energy, where fitness is more than just a journey. It's a community. Here you'll find strength in numbers with hip-hop cycling, extreme step, and our strength and conditioning HIIT class FitX. Class is designed for all fitness levels. Together we push limits, reach goals, and celebrate victories because no one has to do it alone.
Sophistication in a glass. Sophie's Punch is the perfect beverage for any occasion. You can choose from one of our 9 sophisticated flavors for our teas and our lemonades and our Arnold Palmers. They are available for purchase online at sophiespunch.com, and you can always stay connected to us on all social media platforms at Sophie's Punch. It's It's not just a drink, it's a mood.
Our customers mean absolutely everything to us. We've been on the other side of the coin to where we have no customers. Remember, we had restaurants during the pandemic. We were basically begging for people to come in and try our food. We'd even give them food for free in hopes that they would one day come back and actually buy food. So the fact that we have customers that are willing to drive an hour, 2 hours, even 3 hours away to come and eat here, we value every single one of those customers because we know what it's like being on the other side. My name is Humberto Martinez, and I am the founder of Space City Birria, Tacos, and More. We're located at 415 Milo Street, Houston, Texas, 77002.
What it means to me to be a lifesaver is going above and beyond.
That we are a patient-centered facility. We are family-oriented and we believe in taking care of our community and neighborhood.
My personal favorite is being able to help.
Our staff does take into consideration, hey, this is like my mom, this is like my grandma, you know, and so the biggest factor is knowing that we don't just, hey, you know what, rush them in and out. No, we genuinely take our time to go ahead and make sure that each patient is taken care of properly.
Lifesavers is different from other providers. When you walk in through the doors, we are like family.
We're a small organization, and that gives us this family feel of, I have people that I can rely on, just like I'd call my brother and say, hey, I need help, and everyone jumps on board, and we're there for each other.
Lifesavers Emergency Room is your #1 ER for medical care. Your emergency or concern is our priority.
At Lonestar Sausage and BBQ, we specialize in homemade sausage and slow-smoked meats. Come taste the tradition. We can't wait to serve you.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all On Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
Oh, say, can you see?
Of North American University for his address to the North American University family, friends, and guests, Dr. Tipoff.
I would like to congratulate all the parents, families, and family members here. So could you please rise, all the family members?
Welcome to House of Energy, where fitness is more than just a journey. It's a community. Here you'll find strength in numbers with hip-hop cycling, extreme step, and our strength and conditioning hit class, FitX. Class is designed for all fitness levels. Together we push limits, reach goals, and celebrate victories because no one has to do it alone.
Sophistication in a glass. Sophie's Punch is the perfect beverage for any occasion. You can choose from one of our 9 sophisticated flavors for our teas and our lemonades and our Arnold Palmers. They are available for purchase online at sophiespunch.com, and you can always stay connected to us on all social media platforms at Sophie's Punch. It's not just a drink, it's a mood.
Our customers mean absolutely everything to us. We've been on the other side of the coin to where we have no customers. Remember, we had restaurants during the pandemic. We were basically begging for people to come in and try our food. We'd even give them food for free in hopes that they would one day come back and actually buy food. So the fact that we have customers that are willing to drive an hour, 2 hours, even 3 hours away to come and eat here, we value every single one of those customers because we know what it's like being on the other side. My name is Humberto Martinez, and I am the founder of Space City Birria, Tacos, and More. We're located at 415 Milo Street, Houston, Texas, 77002.
Back again here at Stafford Municipal, and we have a 2-point ball game, 39-37. The Stallions up. That first half for the Mustangs, largely led by Anthony Scott, not shooting well from the field, but shooting 8 for 9 from the free throw line. McNamara contributing 8 points, Kuntz with 6, Boone with 5. Those are the largest contributors for them in this first half as Kuntz gets a hand on it as Thomas is trying to get it in the post. And a great fight by Evans on the floor to get the ball for the Mustangs. Scott making Jaden Jackson work, and what looked like Jaden Jackson was just standing there. Scott able to draw a foul, and a shooting foul at that. So he'll head back to the line for his 10th and 11th attempts. As anybody can attest, Jaden Jackson specifically, a very difficult guy to stay in front of. Now 9 for 10. And that's now another foul for Jaden Jackson, his 4th. So he'll have to take a seat for a while as Sean Fry steps in, looking to likely carry much of the load at the point guard position the rest of the way. Second free throw down for Scott, and we're tied up at 39. 19 and a half to go. Early on in this second half, great job by Kuntz moving his feet to keep Fry from getting around. Wynn now has it. He's looking for what to do. Thomas trying to get the ball out there at the post extension. Gets it in the corner instead, shoots up a 3, and that's another one for Damian Thomas. He's 3 for 3 from behind the arc, shooting nearly perfectly today. 5 for 6 from the field. Fry almost got that one away from Boone, but they'll keep it, the Mustangs, as Scott takes a deep 3, and that one goes. Anthony Scott tying it up again for the Mustangs. He's got 15 right now. Oakley Lewis swings it over, one-hand pass to Wynn. He rolls in and out on that 3-point attempt. Fry looking to guard Scott, and that's another 3. Anthony Scott getting in the zone quickly. 45-42, Mustangs back up on top. Thomas setting a screen that was rejected by Fry. Evans doing a good job staying in front of him. Wins on the baseline. Finding Hammond. Almost lost that one. He's got to put one up. There are 7 seconds to go. Win in the corner. Open look. Misses everything. Thomas gets it back. Puts it up really quick with 2 seconds left. He gets it to go. 45-44 now as we're under 18 minutes to go. If anybody's going to do a job guarding Anthony Scott, it's going to have to be Fry. He's got the quickness, got the explosiveness, and got the predictability to put it down. Getting that one out of the passing lanes and putting it into the bucket with a two-hand slam. Stallions have the lead again. Scott throwing another one up. Heat check. He's shooting closer to the NBA range. That one misses everything, though. As Boone now steps out, and we're actually getting our first coach's timeout, would you believe it, of the game. And so we'll go ahead and take one with him. And you're listening to NAU basketball, college basketball tip-off only on Clutch.
What it means to me to be a lifesaver is going above and beyond.
That we are a patient-centered facility. We are family-oriented, and we believe in taking care of our community and neighborhood.
My personal favorite is being able to help.
Our staff does take into consideration, hey, this is like my mom, this is like my grandma, you know, and so the biggest factor is knowing that we don't just, hey, you know what, rush them in and out. No, we genuinely take our time to go ahead and make sure that each patient is taken care of properly.
Here we go again, ready to finish off just over these last 17 minutes to go. Stallions have the lead, bringing it up is Fry. Getting a screen, faux screen from Wind. He's taking it to the rim, of course. He's got an open look. Why not? And he finishes tough in traffic. 48-45, 17:03 to go. Scott looking for Kuntz, but ends up giving it to Beckford. Sasser swings it back over to Scott. Scott's looking for an opening. Sasser's got one, so he'll take a three. Short off the rim. Thomas almost had it, but swatted away out of his hands. Still throws it away now is Scott on the floater. Long from the elbow. Coming up with his Evans, and Thomas getting his hands in there. And on the wrists of Evans. So he's called for one. That'll be his first of the game. Damian Thomas otherwise having a really strong performance at 15 points right now. No. 17 points. First free throw off by Evans. Leading the Stallions. Behind him is Oakley Lewis, who's gotten a large majority of his points from the free throw line as Evans gets the second one to go. Now just a 2-point Stallions lead. Fry bringing it up the floor. Trying to get by Beckford. And it's tough, I know. Trying to stay in front of that guy. Beckford doing his best. That time coming up just a bit short. Have a stoppage, but not sure why. They're resetting of the clock to 20. That's what it was. Hammond getting some off-ball screens. Fry coming around a double screen. Trying to feed it down into Thomas and low. It looks like initially not a foul called. No foul called. Thought it hit off Thomas last, but apparently not. Guess it went off of Beckford. Thomas will inbound. Gets it to Fry, guarded by Sasser over there on the wing. He's looking for a spot. Going baseline. Help was coming from Scott. Hammond quick on the three, short on the three-pointer. Wynn knocks it off the rim. Scott coming the other way, getting in front of Thomas, trying to slow him up. And he's looking. Kuntz itching for the ball. He's set up. Got the post position. Thomas was lurking on the help side, though. Scott has it in the corner, guarded by Thomas now. Kuntz finally gets it. Wynn coming back door to get the takeaway. Exactly what you expect from a guy like that. Makes his living on defense. Stallions and the Mustangs both have 4 steals at the half. Stallions coming in with this one, keeping up that same energy. Hammond fouled on the drive to the rim. Coming out of the half, Stallions had 9 turnovers to Mustangs 6. So 5 unforced errors in that first half. And if they can cut that down, they might be able to see a lead grow in this second. Shooting excellently from the free throw line thus far, as Hammond continues that trend. Both teams only having missed 2 free throws to begin the second half. And there's another miss, as the lead will stay at 3. 49-46 as we're getting close to 15 minutes left. Sasser working with Scott, calling Kuntz up for a screen. He'll get a double. Wynn trapped in a blender. Scott looking for something, trying to get by, sneaks through past Lewis and gets a floater to go. Points distributed incorrectly and given to Stafford, who now has 50-48. So they'll work on resetting that. Should be 48 all. Fry getting past Sasser, looking for something. Pulls up. Hammond now. And he'll take the screen. Gets it to Hammond. He pumps. Jabs again. Takes a strong in, and Sasser, hand caught in the cookie jar, will pick up the foul. So Hammond in 2 offensive possessions will see 4 free throw attempts. First one is long. So the lead is 49-48 currently, 14:21 to go in the half in the game. Second free throw, good. 50-48, and we'll get a timeout called by Coach Vaught. So we'll go ahead and take a break. This is college basketball tip-off only on Clutch.
Lonestar Sausage and BBQ, we specialize in homemade sausage and slow-smoked meats. Come taste the tradition. We can't wait to serve you.
Welcome on back. Thank you for joining us again here on Clutch. This is NAU basketball. Also Southwest basketball here in this Red River Conference matchup. Between the Stallions and the Mustangs. A 2-point lead right now for the Stallions. Beckford working on the perimeter up against Wynn. He's getting his hand in there. Wynn, oh no, rabbit dog on Sasser. And Sasser able to get it over to Scott. This is where Stallions can be dangerous, particularly at home. That crowd gets behind them, especially on these defensive plays. Sasser, top of the key, short. Kuntz fighting for it against Thomas. Ball's loose, gets out to Fry. He's running, bounce pass to Hammond. He takes it up. No good. Ball ends up in the hands of Kuntz. And what was a bounce pass intended for Anthony Scott in transition was broken up by Eric Wynn. Go figure. Lewis will have a seat. In his place is Caleb Malik. Kuntz tosses up to Evans and just a bit much. The timing of Evans' hand and positioning didn't seem to work out when the ball was thrown. Likely one he could have gotten to, but again, his balance as he was resetting threw him off. So that's a turnover unforced. Stallions have a chance to increase their lead. Wynn working against Caleb Wilson. Working to get by, tosses it over to Hammond in the corner. He's got an open look, that one's off. Thomas above everyone else, getting that one. Almost took a three, pump fakes. Passes it to Fry down low, who gets one to go. Helped up by his teammate to get back for defense. Stallion lead is now 4. There's Brown trying to get away from the pest that is Sean Fry. Poked away by Wynn. Fry and Wynn terrorizing the guard section right now as that one is short from Sasser on a step inside the line, pull up. Good move, couldn't finish. Pedersen and McAfee Marion at the scorer's table. Fry gets it over to Hammond. He's gonna go down to the rim, and once again he's fouled. And so we'll see more free throws from Jamar Hammond. And E.J. Wynn having a talk before these attempts. 12:15 to go. And Jamar Hammond has just extended the lead to 5. So stepping out for the Mustangs will be Evans and Sasser. Second free throw is also good. Now a 54-48 point game. Just over 12 to go. Stallions looking at their largest lead of the game thus far as McAfee Marion gets a nice feed inside, doesn't get it to go. Wynn on the ground, taking it from Pedersen. He and Pedersen fighting over it. That's a jump ball. And just at the base level of competition, that's something you love to see. Wynn wishing somebody had called a timeout while he's on the floor, but that's excellent hustle by him. Reciprocated by Raheem Pedersen, who thought, well, if you go low, I'll go low too. That's the kind of game you're seeing right now. Those are the kind of athletes you're looking at right now, is guys with that kind of dog mentality in them and that kind of fight. Kuntz gets it, takes one dribble, puts it up, made it look easy. Strong power dribble there. 54-50, 11:45 to go. Fry getting past Pedersen, finding Malik. Malik will take a contested three, short. And now coming the other way is Brown. Takes 2 15-footer from McAfee Marion in the baseline and saved by Malik with a behind the back pass while he was falling out of bounds. Fry taking his time. Malik gives it back to him. Fry thought about giving it to him. McAfee Marion's trying to bait that one in the corner. Thomas now has it. He's doubled for a second, but now it's just Wilson. So Thomas going to look to go at him, but now Fry swings it. Got to get a shot off. There's 5 seconds to go. Hammond on the baseline from behind the basket. Doesn't get it to go. Behind the back goes Brown. He's in transition. Hammond dogging on him. There's Malik. on Kuntz. Kuntz tosses one over the shoulder, no good. Mustangs will keep possession. That's that last possession from the Stallions. You want to see a little more ball movement, a little more player movement to get a better look as Kuntz spins. They're going to call an offensive foul. And a heads-up play there by Fry. Kuntz has been looking to get the ball throughout this one. Very effective scorer and rebounder. The senior forward. Not a Lee picks up his dribble, throws it to Fry, almost losing it. Got to get it across the court. Got to get it across the court, and he doesn't. And that's a turnover. You could say in part forced as they step to him right in front of the half-court line, but that pass from Malik and just a little bit of maybe lack of awareness from Fry led to it. Fake three, and that's McAfee Marion going up off the baseline with two hands. Getting by Damian Thomas on that one. Damian Thomas now working with it in the corner. Got Kuntz on him, very active. Fry has it once again. Oh, and then there was Brown predicting that pass to Oakley Lewis and almost getting away with a steal. They're figuring out the shot clock situation. There it is. Not yet. 5 seconds they put on there. Stallions working themselves down into a corner. Got to show a little more urgency early in these half-court sets. So they don't have a lot of time to get something to go, but Coach Doe's talking with the official. So they'll come together for a meeting. 9:51 left in this game. Stallions have a 2-point lead, 54-52. Have only committed 2 fouls in this half. Doing a good job of playing clean. Meanwhile, drawing 5 on the Mustangs and getting to the line several times already. 3/4 of the way through this one. Wynn off the inbound, gets to the rim and gets it to go. Strong finish from Eric Wynn. That foul will go on McAfee Marion. And that's a powerful drive. Really muscled his way in there as the free throw's no good, so the lead will stay at 4. McAfee Marion off the screen. He's got Eric Wynn on him. Looking shifty. Evans gets it over. Pedersen gets it over, and that's Caleb Wilson. They're giving him 3 for that one. 56-55 now. Bad pass from Wynn. Stolen by McAfee Marion. Brown, one dribble, swings it one more time. Pedersen gets Malik off his feet. Pulls up. Long, no good. Knocked out of bounds. They're going to say that one came off of Wilson. As he plowed over Damian Thomas and Eric Wynn. Hammond on his way back into this one. So Sean Fry will make his way back to the bench. Likely won't be the last we've seen of him. He'll get a breather. He's gonna need it. This one is close. So right now the Stallions looking at Oakley, Lewis, Hammond, Malik, Thomas, Wynn in their lineup. As that one poked away by Brown, caught Malik slipping, gets to the rim and finishes strong. Covered like white on rice at the rim, but doesn't make him know never mind. Jackson back in this one as the free throws long, no good. McNamara gets a strong rebound and fouled on his way up to the rim. So back to the free throw line the Mustangs go, as they've already taken the lead off of that last basket and now a chance to extend it. First time they've had it since late in the first half, specifically 13 seconds in the half. You can argue actually about 3 or 4 seconds, because that DT three-pointer right before the buzzer is what gave the Stallions the lead going into the half. Speaking of Damian Thomas, he's going to get looked at by the trainer, been grabbing at that knee a bit. As Malik's about to find his way back into the game in place of him. Smaller lineup, if you can call these guys that are 6'2", 6'3", and above small. As that first free throw from McNamara is offline. Second free throw also no good. Malik with the rebound. Hammond now working up the floor. 8:50 to go. Lewis right there on the free throw line. Open in the middle of this zone, this 3-2 zone by the Mustangs. Malik will take a contested one. No good. Pedersen comes down with it. Gets it over to Brown, who's moving quickly in transition. Kuhn's already got position against Jackson, but does not yet have the ball. Gets it now, feeds it over to McNamara. Gives him a screen, turning into a post look. He's working early. Turns over the left shoulder, gets it short of the rim. Hammond driving quickly. Coach Voigt trying to get his team back into a 3-2. Win on the three-point shot, that's good. 58, 57, 59, 57, with 7:56 to go. Brown coming across quickly. He gets a left-handed finish, tying it up. Made it look easy, and it was, because he walked right up the front door. Jaden Jackson back since his early foul in this half. Pedersen off his feet. Hammond lets one go. No good. Malik gets in there, tips it away, falls on the floor now and gets it. Gets it out to Jackson. When thinking about it, thought better of it. Shot clock's been reset to 20. Hammond swings it. Malik thought about it. Pedersen, hard closeout. Malik short on that pull-up one leg, and Oakley Lewis on the offensive rebound gets fouled on his way back up. Now 16 fouls for the Mustangs. First free throw for Oakley Lewis, good. He's been shooting tremendously from the line for them today. More than half of their attempts and their makes. That's the second one, also good. Now a 61-59 game with 7:12 to go. Anthony Scott finally checking back in as Pedersen heads to the bench. And you're the Stallions, that's the guy who came out hot in the second half. And one you really need to worry about keeping from beating you. Easier said than done. The job of guarding him individually, nearly impossible at times. As McPherson gets a practice one up, and there's a foul called. Staying here, non-shooting. Six seconds on the shot clock. And that looks better. 20 seconds on the shot clock with Brown inbounding. Finding McPherson almost alone. Hammond runs by him. Bounce pass into Wilson, and it rolls off the front of the rim. And they're calling it on the floor, saying the foul is on Lewis. Brown rebound again, 14 seconds on the clock. 20 instead. Tossed out to Anthony Scott, who had to chase it down near half court. Gets a screen from Kuntz, but Jackson, aware of it, gets around it. Wilson working against Hammond, met by him. Caleb Malik came in to help, no good, because he still got that one over the two of them. Tied up at 61. With 6:15 to go. Jackson picked up his dribble. Now Hammond swinging it over to Wynn. He's got a hop step, and arm was slapped there by Javen Brown. Wynn heading to the free throw line because after all, they are in the bonus. Sasser is gone to the scorer's table, and then we'll check out his teammate, Brown. No good on the first free throw, the only free throw, knocked out by Oakley Lewis. And the best thing you can say about that is preventing the Mustangs from running in transition quickly. Damian Thomas is back in the game. Mustangs doing a good job of working this full court press. It's trap. Anthony Scott working on Jackson. He's had success against him today. Sasser beats the double team, gets it down. They're going to call Wilson for a travel as he tried to spin away. Working on Eric Wynn. Now Wilson comes out, Evans is back in. And this very well could be the lineup you see the rest of the way for the Mustangs. And that one picked off by Scott. He's gonna go to the rim and finish quite easily, 63-61. Passes being telegraphed by the Stallions, and that made an easy 2 points. Stallions get it across, and Hammond decides to call a timeout as the Stallions will talk it over. They've lost the lead again. 5:18 to go, 63-61. Southwest is leading this one. We'll take a break. This is college basketball tip-off only on Clutch.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all on Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
back here at Stafford Municipal. We've got a 2-point ball game with just 5:18 to go. Stallions have the ball, looking to either tie or take the lead. Mustangs have done a great job of keeping things close, despite the Stallions coming out pretty warm. Wind getting off of that one. They're going to call it on the floor, though. Saying that's a foul on Evans. And so Wind will go to the free throw line and shoot at least once, and the substitution we expected to see finally happening with Fry coming back into the game. And with that make, Eric Wynn has earned himself another free throw. And that's another one good. Tie ball game. 5:05 to go. Mustangs showing great composure working against this full court trap. And working himself to the rim. Anthony Scott slapped in the head. He'll go for another pair of free throws. He's been shooting excellently from the line. Over 90% today. You would not tell by his size that he wasn't feasting off of driving to the lane. First free throw rolls in. Second free throw also good. Mustangs back up on top as we've eclipsed the 5-minute mark. And just telegraphed by Hammond straight to McAfee Marion. No good. Fry taking that one away from Sasser on that rebound and then ultimately fouled. So able to prevent what could have very easily been 2 points to extend the lead for the Mustangs, but Hammond got to be a little more careful. Again, sold all of his intentions to the Mustangs on that pass. It was clear as day where the ball was going to. But now they're at the free throw line with a chance to tie it up again. And Fry hits that first one. Mustangs with 19 fouls to the Stallions 7. Second free throw is good. 65 all. Evans looking for a lane, bounce pass, and McAfee Marion got Thomas up in the air with a pump fake and an easy reverse finish. Hammond almost throws it out, but thank goodness Sean Fry is a freak athlete, and speaking of, easily gets down into the rim. Sean Fry tying it up once again. Scott feeds it to Kuntz, who's now giving a screen to McAfee Marion. He's guarded by Fry. Switched off now. Thomas is there. Evans moves it over to Sasser, then gives him a screen. Lewis working on Sasser alone. Evans gets a quick toss up and knocks it down. That's 3 points. 70-67. 3:51 to go in this one. As Coach Doze will call a timeout, so we'll take a break as well. This is college basketball tip-off only on Clutch. Back to this one, Stallions trailing the Mustangs by 3. With 3:45 to go, just getting it across. Oakley Lewis now looking, finding Hammond. Pump jab, jab again. He's going across. Fry, top, swings it to the wing for win on a 3, missing it all. Sasser leaving it for Scott. Coons working, he's been on the post all day. Did a good job of off the spin move, getting off Fry. Help came and help fouled. And so Coons heads to the line. His first free throw is good. And if you're the Mustangs, you've been doing a great job getting to the line. Long free throw there. Lead will stay at 4. They've attacked the lane, and you can see why they are one of the best scoring and most efficient scoring offenses in the conference. Perfectly content to keep eating from the free throw line. As Wynn is picked up his dribble, good, finds a cutting Hammond, but he's met by Evans. Bit of jawing after that one. Evans picking up Scott. And now on McAfee Marion, who gets it to Kuntz and finds Evans. Hammond keeping his eye on that screen from Kuntz. DT trying to keep his feet to stay together with Anthony Scott, who kicks it out to Evans. He loses it. Eric Wynn has it. He looks like he's going to take it all the way himself, and he does. Finishing at the rim in transition. Stallions now down just 2 with 2:15 to go. And that one tipped off with a hand of McAfee Marion. And so the Stallions will now have possession. 2:08 to go, and a timeout called once again. So we'll go ahead and take a break. 2:08, Stallions down 2. And this college basketball tip-off only on Clutch.
Sophistication in a glass. Sophie's Punch is the perfect beverage for any occasion. You can choose from one of our 9 sophisticated flavors for our teas and our lemonades and our Arnold Palmers. They are available for purchase online at sophiespunch.com, and you can always stay connected to us on all social media platforms at Sophie's Punch. It's not just a drink, it's a mood.
Our customers mean absolutely everything to us.
Back to this one, just 2 minutes to go. Mustangs lead the Stallions by 2, 71-69. Finding DT in the corner, launches that one, misses, but win on the follow. Gets a reverse layup to go, tying it up to 71. And that's Thomas's first miss from behind the arc. Caleb Wilson back in this one for the Mustangs. And Damian Thomas left up there on an island with Anthony Scott. That could be dangerous, but they realize it too and has the switch. Now Sasser puts one up over Thomas, getting it to go. And yet another timeout is called as the Mustangs take the lead. 74-71 with a minute 16 to go. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this. College basketball tip-off only on Clutch.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all on Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.
Welcome back to this nail-biter of a game. Stallions down 3 points to the visiting Mustangs. And we have 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. Wynn looking to get something going against Caleb. Driving baseline, good help by Kuntz. Feeds. Lewis waiting for her right there in the restricted area. Now just a 1 point lead for the Mustangs. Under 60 to go. Hammond seeing if he can make Scott work here. Sasser now on Fry. Scott had an opportunity, but is taking some time off the clock smartly. Under 10 seconds to go. Gets Hammond up in the air and a little scoop layup to increase the lead back to 3. Fry has it, and a timeout is called by Coach Doze. 29.8 to go. As it's a 76-73 ball game. Both teams in the bonus. Any foul will lead to free throws. If you are the Stallions, 3 points isn't absolutely necessary on this possession, but if that's going to be your approach, you've got to go quickly because you're going to need to foul, and being in the bonus, you're going to want to ideally foul somebody who is not named Anthony Scott. Stallions haven't shot lights out today from behind the arc. Feasting very much from the paint, as well as having a healthy dose of free throws. With the defense you've played up to this point, you absolutely can afford to take a 2 and then work to get something in the way of a steal in the passing lanes. You've operated in those lanes very well, but the full court trap has not worked very well. The Mustangs being very composed with their passing and understanding how to break that trap. And the same lineup for each team staying in there right now. No changes being made. Trying to feed Damian Thomas off the inbound. Wynn throws it away. And now Scott has it. They've got a foul. And they do. But perhaps unfortunately for the Stallions, that individual is Anthony Scott, who's hard enough to catch and foul as it is. 22.1 to go with a chance to make it a 2-possession game. This could be trouble if you're North America. Free throw, good. 4-point lead now for the Mustangs. And Anthony Scott just absolutely the definition of reliable today. Came out at the beginning of the second half to really give the momentum back to the Mustangs despite trailing at the half. Second free throw good, 78-73. They're gonna have to move quickly now. As there's 15 seconds left, Sasser really making Fry work. Lewis gets one up, that one's short, missing everything. Scott now fouled by Lewis, and it's looking like it's going to be a Southwest victory. As Anthony Scott heads back to the line with a 5-point lead as his cushion. And that young man has eaten today from the free throw line. Hasn't shot his best. Hit a couple big threes early in the half that were great for quelling the momentum of the Stallions. and has just drawn foul after foul, getting to the line, finishing inside, being a pest in the full court press as Wynn flips one up and gets it to go. And realistically, with just 3.8 to go, not a whole lot can be done, but it would arguably be better to miss this free throw and get one to go, but it being a 5-point lead, by the time you even got it out to the 3-point line and chucked one up, the buzzer's gonna go off. And even if you made that, on top of being fouled, that's just 4 points. So we might have already seen the dagger delivered by Anthony Scott. I don't see of any kind of miracle that the Stallions could lean on here. Just an excellent performance down the stretch for the Mustangs, staying very composed, being held short of their season average, but still quite more than enough by reaching 80 points. They've done a great job of crashing the offensive boards. They're averaging almost 12.5 offensive rebounds per game, shooting higher than their 71% free throw average on the season. Intentional miss from Wynn, but recovered by Evans, and that will do it here at Stafford Municipal. Mustangs clinching the victory over the Stallions, 80-76. It was certainly a fight through and through all the way, but just coming up short. North American in a tough loss here at home. Mustangs were 2-4 on the road before today, now bumping that up to 3-4, now a 10-6 record, 7-6 in the conference, so above 500 now. And the Stallions will fall to 7-12. And we'll see them again next week as the Stallions will be playing Xavier University. That one, of course, being on the road, so it won't be covered here at Stafford Municipal. The next two actually on the road. Following that, it'll be Louisiana Christian University. So a home stretch of 1-1 so far here for the Stallions, and ultimately 2-2 in this new calendar year, 2025. And a strong performance from Damian Thomas early. Oakley Lewis having significant contributions. Jamar Hammond doing well from the free throw line. Sean Fry, Eric Wynn not having the impact they had in that last game against Paul Quinn. And perhaps a little bit more from them, although they did make some spectacular plays. A bit more from them, and perhaps Caleb Malik would have been the difference in this one, as again, they lost by 4 today. Damian Thomas finishing with 17.6 rebounds. Oakley Lewis with 13 points, a block, 3 rebounds. Jamar Hammond, 11 points, 6 of those coming from the free throw line. 14 points from Fry, 17 points from Wynn, so 31 points. I'll take that back. 16 total turnovers for the Stallions to 12 by the Mustangs. Certainly a few there that they would like to have back. On the Mustang side of things, just an absolutely phenomenal game coming from Anthony Scott, the senior guard, who's typically averaging 9.5 points a game, 1.7 steals per game, 32% shooting, had 31 points today, 4 steals, 5 assists on 6 for 12 shooting, 50%, 40% from behind the arc, 17 for 18 at the free throw line. Absolutely excellent play from him. 12 points from Jalen McAfee-Marion, shooting 2 for 2 from behind the arc, 4 for 6 in total. 2 points from the free throw line. They did a lot of the heavy lifting for the Mustangs, who ultimately shot 45% from the field, 45% from 3, and 78% from the free throw line. Stallions had 45% from the field, but only 25% from the 3, and 80% from the line. Certainly a difficult loss once again, as the Stallions did play well, but just not well enough to hold guys in place, in particular Anthony Scott, who did much of the heavy lifting for the Mustangs. That will do it for us, as we will see you again in a few weeks. Stallions will keep on battling again next week. Their games on Wednesday and Friday. And we will see you again at Stafford Municipal in a few weeks. Thank you again to all those who are watching and supporting the North American Stallions. And that will do it for us. Have a great weekend, folks. This is NAU basketball only on Clutch.
Sophistication in a glass. Sophie's Punch is the perfect beverage for any occasion. You can choose from one of our 9 sophisticated flavors for our teas and our lemonades and our Arnold Palmers. They are available for purchase online at sophiespunch.com, and you can always stay connected to us on all social media platforms at Sophie's Punch. It's not just a drink, it's a mood.
Our customers mean absolutely everything to us. We've been on the other side of the coin to where we have no customers. Remember, we had a restaurant during the pandemic. We were basically begging for people to come in and try our food. We'd even give them food for free in hopes that they would one day come back and actually buy food. So the fact that we have customers that are willing to drive an hour, 2 hours, even 3 hours away to come and eat here, we value every single one of those customers because we know what it's like being on the other side. My name is Humberto Martinez, and I am the founder of Space City Birria, Tacos, and More. We're located at 415 Milo Street, Houston, Texas, 77002.
What it means to me to be a lifesaver is going above and beyond.
That we are a patient-centered facility. We are family-oriented, and we believe in taking care of our community and neighborhood.
My personal favorite is being able to help.
Our staff does take into consideration, hey, this is like my mom, this is like my grandma, you know, and so the biggest factor is knowing that we don't just, hey, you know what, rush them in and out. No, we genuinely take our time to go ahead and make sure that each patient is taken care of properly.
Lifesavers is different from other providers. When you walk in through the doors, we are like family.
We're a small organization, and that gives us this family feel of, I have people that I can rely on, just like I'd call my brother and say, hey, I need help, and everyone jumps on board, and we're there for each other.
Lifesavers Emergency Room is your #1 ER for medical care. Your emergency or concern is our priority.
At Lonestar Sausage and BBQ, we specialize in homemade sausage and slow-smoked meats. Come taste the tradition. We can't wait to serve you.
You're watching this broadcast free of charge, thanks to our amazing corporate sponsors and viewers like you. Your support makes it possible to bring this content to everyone at no cost. To ensure broadcasts like this and all On Clutch content remain free, we need your help. Share this broadcast, like it, and leave a comment. Every interaction keeps us going strong. Thank you for being part of the On Clutch family.